Hey third graders, I was just about to leave for the day and I remembered I hadn't created that video for the week yet. I'm going to go over some things that my class is going to see on their Unit 2 test tomorrow, which is 7s, 8s, and 9s, and 10s, multiplication and division facts, as well as two-step word problems. So hopefully this information is helpful. I know my kiddos, you have the study guide at home, so review that tonight and come in ready to focus tomorrow and try your best and show me what you got. So first I'm going to show fact families. I like to demonstrate my fact families with a triangle. So if I were to have the multiplication equation 3 times 6 equals 18, the biggest number is going to go on the top of our fact family triangle, and then 3 and 6 are going to go here. So these are the three factors or numbers that make up this equation. The reason I like to do the triangle is at the bottom it's going to show multiplication and the sides show division. That means we can do 3 times 6 equals 18. We can do 6 times 3 equals 18. Or if we're going down the slopes, we would say 18 divided by 6 equals 3, or 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So all the different ways that we could write this equation, we have 3 times 6 equals 18. If we use the commutative property, we would say 6 times 3 equals 18. But we can also show this as a division equation by saying 18 divided by 6 equals 3, or 18 divided by 3 equals 6. I know that the test will often leave spots blank, so it might say something like this. It might say 12 divided by blank equals 6. So it's asking you to figure out what the blank is, but then the next problem might say 6 times what equals 12. The answer is going to be the same in each of these problems. So if we had 12 divided by 6 equals blank, we know that all of these spots are going to have the same answer. So we have to ask ourselves, which one of these can we solve? If I can do 12 divided into 6 groups, I can find an answer. So that's what I'm going to do. And as I always say, when in doubt, draw it out. So I'm going to draw 6 groups. I'm going to place one item in each group until I get to 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now I can see that each group has 2 pieces in it. So the answer to 12 divided by 6 is 2. So I'm going to check to see if those will work in my other spots. So 6 times 2 equals 12. I can check that by skip counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, that works. And then this one up here. And because they're fact families, I know that if I created my pyramid, all of these would work together. Next, I'm going to work on over to a two-step word problem. The really important thing to remember is always to ask yourself, what is the first thing I need to solve? Because it has 2 steps, we have to figure out one answer before we can find the next. So problem number 8 on this says there were 27 pieces of candy in the bag. The boy bought 14 more pieces of candy. He ate 12 pieces. How much does he have left? So the first question I want to ask myself has to do with the 27 and this 14. There were 27 pieces of candy in the bag. So the kid started with 27 pieces of candy. Then he bought 14 more. Bought would be he got more. So we're going to add 27 plus 14. So that's the first thing I have to solve. So I'm going to solve that. 27 plus 14. I like to use the dot system. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't have to regroup and carry the 1. 2, 3, 4. So 27 plus 14 equals 41. But I'm not done yet because I haven't used this other number in my problem. It then says the boy, he ate 12 pieces. So he ate. 8 would mean we have to subtract. So we have to remember, what did we just solve? We just solved 41. We got 41. So now our second part, we're going to do 41 take away the number of pieces he ate, which would be 12. So I'm going to solve 41, take away 12. I can't do 1 minus 2, so I have to borrow from my neighbor. That makes this worth 30 instead of 40. And then I'm going to turn this into an 11. 11 take away 2 is 9. 3 take away 1 is 29. So after he ate 12 pieces, he now has 29 pieces left. So my answer is 29 pieces. I know that was a really quick lesson, but hopefully that helps. If you're confused by either of these, I'm sure there's other YouTube videos that really help. For my kiddos, ask in the morning when you get here, and I'll help you answer before we take the test. Remember to take your time and do your best, and when in doubt, draw it out.